Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we're welcoming Kat Merrick. She is the founder of the nonprofit Totally Local VC and the Local Love Project here in Ventura County. Welcome to the show, Kat. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much, Sandra, for having me on. I appreciate it.
Very good. I would like you to tell us more about your nonprofit and what you do here in Ventura County.
Well, Totally Local VC was founded over 17 years ago, and it's actually an agricultural education foundation. We work with the community and students from junior high through college level. We educate them from field to fork and field to career is what we say. But we also have another branch, which is the Local Love Project, which was founded 2 days after the Thomas fire. And it's our disaster relief and community service outreach program for the community.
So basically, you started the nonprofit right after the Thomas fire.
Yes, the Local Love Project was founded just a matter of days. I co-founded it with Dave Swaffer and other members of the community. We got together and saw an immediate need. I had lost my ranch, our home, and everything we owned in the Thomas fire. And so we saw firsthand, I really understood what that need was. And we activated our group, all of our volunteers, all of our team members got together. We fought the fire for 2 days up here at my ranch because there was no help. And during that, in the middle of fighting the fire, we were all talking about what we were going to do to help the community and how we could do that. So that's how it was founded.
Very good. Your website states the organization is really committed to working in partnership together with locals, helping locals. Let's share more about that.
Yeah, it's been an amazing process. Not only do we have thousands of volunteers, I mean, it's an unbelievable army of volunteers that are local that jump in and help when needed. Both Thomas, Woolsey Hill fire, we were in Paradise, we were the mudslides of Montecito. We ask and volunteers line up. And we also, what we're very proud of is the way that we work within our community with our other community partners. We work with probably about, just on COVID, probably about 21 other organizations and agencies to help our community. Also business partners. We've got business partners throughout the community and throughout the country who have stepped up to help Ventura County during a need. What we say is we fill the gap of need in our community, and we believe we do that through strong partnerships. We love it. I mean, You sit down and you look at our partnerships like Limonera Company, Dole, the Port of Hueneme has done phenomenal things to help us. We work with Feed the Front Line, Friends of the Farm Workers, and so many other organizations out there, our faith-based community as well as our business and disaster relief organizations. So we're all talking and we're all looking at ways that we can help.
Now, you mentioned COVID-19, and during this time, many families receive assistance from your food distribution donations from the group. So can you explain a little bit how that works? And I know you have some, like a pop-up pantry that also serves the community.
Yes, we do it on a multi-pronged approach.
Okay.
What we do is during the week, different agencies, what we did is identified during COVID what the primary need is, and that was food and food insecurity. And so immediately we brought in donations from one of our partners, which is Procter & Gamble. We were able to bring in not only produce from our local farmers, but we were also able to bring in stuff nobody was able to get. Within 3 days of COVID shutdown, we had toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizer, masks, gloves. I mean, all those things that people weren't able to get, we had a warehouse stacked to the ceiling full of. We immediately, started packing bags filled with these items, packing produce boxes and getting those out. And we do it on a multi-pronged level. We partnered with a group called Food Forward, who also handles food insecurity. And we were able to do outreach and supply much needed produce items to first agencies that come and pick it up in bulk. They pick it up in bulk and distribute it through their food banks and their outreach programs. We also helped supply volunteers and showed up at different food banks and outreach programs that had to shut down because most of them operate with volunteers that are seniors. Okay. And seniors were one of the highest at risk, so they had to shut down.
Right.
Some of them were having trouble getting food items and other items. So we were able to supply volunteers, help them keep going. And that's what we've been doing in that area. We also started our own pop-up food outreaches. We've worked with Downtown Ventura Organization, the Ventura County Restaurant Association, and we were doing pop-ups specifically targeted at the restaurant and bar industry. Also our farm workers, our low-income neighborhoods, and we were able to do pop-ups all through those areas and distribute food as well. We also work directly with our farm worker outreach programs. We have about 5 that we work with to be able to go directly to the fields and hand them boxes when they're coming off of work, and to also household seniors, homebound disabled. We have 4 different groups that come in and do direct deliveries to their homes, where they literally show up and put it on the front porch for them so that they don't have to leave the house, and they're able to get healthy food. Also, some of those household essential items that people weren't able to get. And think about being a senior at home or homebound disabled. Now, it took a while before the grocery stores got into that being able to do deliveries. We were able to get there immediately and supply those things for those people.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to keep going, but we also, another thing we did was we were able to get bulk pallets of food and other items to schools as they were doing their school luncheon programs. We partnered with World Central Kitchen, and so we're able to supply fresh produce for all of their chefs that worked with them for the World Central Kitchen outreach that was being done, as well as bringing in items. Again, like I said, we had industrial size hand sanitizer, cleaning supplies that the hospitals were having trouble getting. So we were able to supply not only Ventura County, but also Santa Barbara hospitals with pallets upon pallets of those type of items.
And all this work takes a great deal of effort.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, volunteers
Right.
and donations. So
Yeah.
I would imagine that, when you do put this forward to get everything in motion, volunteers and donations make quite the difference.
They make a massive difference because we are not one of the big agencies. We activate when there's a need. So we're not the branded big agency. What we are is a small guy, and we are primarily all volunteer. But the overhead, when you think about trucks, fuel, we were spending almost $1,000 a week just in fuel for the trucks to get the food out where it needed to go. Boxes, when you can't find them. Thank goodness for our partnership with Firestone Walker Brewing. They supplied over 6,000 boxes for the produce to be packed. A warehouse, think about that. We were lucky enough that the Ventura County Fairgrounds, who has been absolutely amazing, not only in this disaster, but every disaster that's ever happened in this county, then the Ventura County Fairgrounds stepped up and gave us a building and this massive warehouse. We couldn't do anything we're doing without that.
Right. Which makes a difference for, as you
Right.
mentioned, locals helping locals.
Right.
This is what your organization.
Exactly. And the costs add up daily. And it's literally been, we've written some grant requests, but it's really been locals donating. And even during this time when everybody's so strapped, it's been amazing the outpour that people have even if they can't, $1, we always say $1 to 10,000, it all adds up and it helps a family in need,
Very good.
So,
Well, I'd like you to share the website. Should we have viewers interested in finding out more about your organization, we'd like to have you state the website for people to get in touch with you.
Well, there's a couple of things you can do. You go to totallylocalvc.com. You'll scroll down. You can find out information about the Local Love Project. You can click, if you're somebody that's in need and you need help during a disaster, you can click and you can sign up with us. And then also you can click on donate and also to volunteer, because even if you're not able to give financially, we love having your helping hands. And there's a multitude, even if you're a stay-at-home person, that we can give you a project to do at home. So.
Good for you. Well, thank you very much, Merrick, for joining us today on Our Ventura TV. I am very pleased to welcome you to the show, and thank you for sharing more about your organization with our viewers today.
Well, again, Sandra, thank you. And we just want to say how much we love CAPS. So we appreciate it.
Very good. And thank all of you for joining us today on Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. We'll see you all next time. Thank you again, everyone. Bye-bye.